we can continue that. So the exercises on financial analysis. So you can take your exercise book and write your answers to the exercise book. Otherwise, you can't learn it. Right. So in this question, you can observe that the financial ratios and other relevant figures of a firm are given to you. Gross profit, shareholders equity, gross margin, credit sale to total sales, total asset turnover, inventory turnover, debt collection period, current ratio, long-term debt to equity ratio. So you are able to find out some items here listed: long-term debt, how much your long-term debt of the firm. Share capital, creditors, fixed asset, and inventory, and the debt and cash. Right. So you should have the good knowledge about the financial analysis and the knowledge about the relationship between the items. So the long-term debt you want to find out. So you know that the long-term debt is a part of liabilities. So you are given the relevant information about the long-term debt to equity, that is 40%. Long-term debt to equity 40%. So if there's a 100%, 100% of capital, the 40% is long-term debt and 60% is equity. So you are given the shareholders equity is given, that is 6 lakhs. So long-term debt to equity, meaning that out of equity 40% is uh, debt. That is you want to apply the formula debt to equity ratio. Debt to equity ratio. So you know the debt to equity ratio is that debt over equity. Debt over equity. So long term debt over equity you want to have. So the result is given as 0.4. Result is given as 0.4. So you can get that the 0.4 is equal to the long term debt over equity. So the equity is given as 6 lakhs. That long term debt is unknown, X. So solving that equation, you can find that this one, long term debt as 2 lakhs and 40. Yeah, you want to find out the long-term debt, L- LTD, LTD. So equal to 0.4, 0.4. So in place of the equity, you substitute 6 lakhs. Now you can get the result. How can you get the result? That is LTD. LTD is equal to 6 lakhs into 0.4, 0.4. So equal to 2 lakhs and 40. 2 lakhs and 40,000. So this is a way of getting the relevant things by applying that these methods. So if you are very knowledgeable on this, you can straight away calculate this 6 lakhs over 40%, 2 lakhs and 40, the long term debt. So what is the second question? Shah Capital. Shah Capital. So in the uh, question itself, the Shah Capital is given directly. Equity, shareholders equity will represent 6 lakhs as shareholders equity. Actually, this question is not required, but it has been asked there. So Shah Capital is given 6 lakhs. Then the third item, creditors. You want to find out creditors. So you want to find the ways how to calculate the creditors, but is connected to the creditors. So you know that the creditors are in the liability side. Liability side, current liability side is there. It's one of the component of the current liability. So you don't have any knowledge about how to calculate this one from this information, right? So first you want to calculate how much of the current liabilities. Then out of that you go for this, find out the creditors. So it would be challenging to that how to calculate that as the current liability. So you may know that you are given that as the current ratio 1:8. 1:8 as the current ratio is there. Right. Meaning that 1 rupee of current liability and 1.8 rupees of current assets are there. The firm 1 rupees and 80 cents of current assets are there for 1 rupee of current liability. That's the meaning of 1.8 current ratio. What else you can have? Total asset turnover is given 0.3 times. 0.3 times. So what is the meaning of total asset turnover? Denominator total asset and the numerator sales. Numerator sales. So if you can find the sales figures, you can have their total assets. Total assets is equal to the total liabilities. Then you know that the shareholders, one of the component of the liability, and the long-term debt you have found. The balance would be the current liabilities. So this is a way of finding the current liability from the information given. You want to start from this, the finding the total sales. How can you find the total sales? Gross profit margin is given. Gross profit also is given. You know that gross profit margin 20%. That is mean 20 rupees out of 100 rupees of sales, 20 rupees is profit, gross profit. So when the this 54,000 gross profit, how much of sales is there? So you can work out the workings. Under workings, you can go for applying this the gross margin to find out the sales. So you know that the gross profit over gross uh, sales. It has been rearranged, but you can start from the initial step. You go for this gross profit margin. Gross profit margin is gross profit over net sales. So taking this, you can substitute gross profit is given as 54,000. 54,000 is given. So net sales you don't know. Net sales you don't know. So if you multiply this one, you can get 20%. So you can simplify it. You can simplify it uh, without the multiplier. So without multiplier, you can put it as 0.2, 0.02, 0.02. So the rearranging is this one. So you can get net sales or sales. Net sales is equal to no, 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 no. Point two, huh? Point two net sales is equal to 50,000. Then you can take this net sales. To get abbreviated NS. So NS is equal to how do you get it? Point not two. If you divide 54,000 by point two, no, point two. So what can you get? 54,000 divided by point two. So you can get 2,70,000. So that's become as a net sales. So this is simply obtained like this here. Sales is a gross profit over gross profit margin. That is 2 lakhs. So it is obtained in this way that from the original ratio. So you must have this kind of knowledge, right? You must have this kind of knowledge. And you are. So this is a way of getting the results, right? So if you simply have the good knowledge, you can apply from this straight uh, finding. The last ratio that you have got it. Right. Now you have found that 2,70,000 is sales. So then you apply for total asset turnover, 0.3 times to find out the total assets. So you go for this kind of uh, total asset turnover. So you get that the formula for the total asset turnover. Under the turnover ratio. Where is it? Net sales over total assets. Net sales over total assets. So it is given the question equal to point 3, given as point 3 the question. So 0.3 times. So what is the substitution you can find? Net sales you got as 2 lakhs and 7,000. But total asset you want to find out. Total asset you want to find out. This is equal to 0.3. 0.3. Now bring down the rearrangement should be made. Point 3 total assets is equal to this 2 lakhs and 70,000. So you can take in the total assets. Total assets equal to point 3. It become 9 lakhs. 9 lakhs. So you can check in the total. If you divide the 2 lakhs and 70,000 by point 3, so you can get the 9 lakhs. Total assets 9 lakhs. So it is straight away it is found here. So if the total liabilities, now you want to obtain the total liabilities. The total asset is there. So you know that total assets Total assets is equal to total liabilities. Always. This is a fundamental fact. So 9 lakhs you identify the total liabilities. Now you go for to find out the so you want to find out the current liabilities now. So you know that the current liabilities, the total liabilities is 9 lakhs. So which consists of the equity plus long term debt and the current liability. So if you want to clear more about that, you can write up. You can write up the total liabilities is equal to this component. Equity plus long term debt plus current liabilities. So total liabilities is equity plus long term debt and the current liabilities. So if you take it that, you can substitute or can you substitute total liabilities, you know, that is 9 lakhs. 9 lakhs you have found. Equity also you have already found that 6 lakhs given. Long term debt also you have found as 2 lakhs and 70. 2 lakhs and 40. 2 lakhs and 40 you how 40,000. So the remaining one is the current liability you want to find out. So you want to get that the current liabilities. This is subject. Subject means the first term in the equation. The current liability is equal to these adjustments. total liabilities minus this one. So when you are substituting this one, you can get that 60,000. Current liabilities is equal to 60,000. So your answer 60,000 could be given. To this the what is the creditors. The creditors should be given 60,000 because you assume that only one element is there from that information given under current liabilities. So total and the current liabilities represent creditors 60,000. Then fixed assets, non-current asset to be calculated. So how can you do that? Uh, from that information, you know that non-current asset total assets minus current liability, current assets. Total assets minus current assets would be equal to fixed assets. So you want to find out what are the current assets. How much of current asset is there? Current liability you have found. So how are you going to find out that the current assets? So you write that total assets total assets total assets equal to the fixed assets plus current assets. So you have already known that the total assets 9 lakhs is there. Fixed asset not known, current asset not. But you know that the current liability. Current assets. Current ratio is given here 1.83. So you recall that how much of current so you take this ratio. You take this ratio. Current assets over current liability. So in the equation is given as 1.8. 1.8. And you substitute that further. Further, you can substitute that current liabilities you are given. You know that 60,000. 60,000 is there. as you have found earlier. So current assets. Current asset would be $60,000 into 60,000 into 1.8 is equal to how much? 60,000 into 1.8. 1 lakh and 8,000. 1 lakh and 8,000, you can have it current assets. So what is the question? What is the question asked? Fixed assets. How much is the fixed assets? Now you take that as a formula. Total assets, fixed assets over current assets. So you take it and substitute. Total asset you have already found 9 lakhs. Current asset you found 1 lakh and 8. Only you want to find out the fixed assets. So how much the fixed assets? Fixed assets would be equal to 9 lakhs minus 1 lakh and 8,000. So how much? 9 lakhs minus 1 lakh and 8,000. 7 lakhs and 92,000. 7 lakhs and 92,000 become as a fixed assets. You can check the answer. Yes, it's correct. 7 lakhs and 92,000. Then question E is inventory. Inventory you want to find out. How can you find the inventory from that information? It is related to the inventory turnover is there 4 times. So from that you can identify that the inventory is connected there. So 4 times is there. When you check that inventory turnover ratio or stock turnover ratio, Right. Stock turnover ratio is given. This question is 4 times. But you don't know the cost of sales and the average stock or closing stock. Or simply you can write the inventory. So how can I calculate the cost of sales? You know sales. Sales is there. Or you can write the gross profit. Gross profit. Gross profit is there, which is the fundamental sales minus cost of sales. Sales minus cost of sales. Right? Sales minus cost of sales. So when you take that, uh, you can substitute because you know that the gross profit in the question is we have already found that or is given in the question. Gross profit 50,000. Gross profit is given 54,000. So you can write 54,000. Sales you have found. You have found the sales already. Net sales 2 lakhs and 70. So you don't know the cost of sales. Now you can find it. Cost of sales. You rearrange the formula. Cost of sales. It's a subject you bring first. Equal to 2 lakhs and 70. Sales minus 54,000. So you can get cost of sales. How much? 2 lakhs and 70 minus 54. 2 lakhs and 60,000 you can get. Now you find that cost of sales is that. Then you can find the inventory. So substitute this one. cost of sales. 2 lakhs and 16,000 you subscribe. Then in the next step, you can find that four inventories or time inventories is equal to 2 lakhs and 60. So inventories is equal to 2 lakhs and 16 divided by 4. So the result is 54,000. So you can answer this question. Inventories 54,000. Then the debtors. How much of debtors you want to find? So you can use this information. Debtor collection period 20 days is there. Credit sales to total assets. So these two information will give you uh, how much of debtors there. So first you must find out how much of credit sales. 80%. Credit sale is 80%. So straight away you can find how much sales 2,70,000 into 0.8 so equal to 2,16,000. So you can check it correct or not. Right. 2,60,000 credit sale you have found. What is the next? So you observe that the data collection period is given 360 days a year. 20 days is given. So you go to the formula. Where is it? Data collection period. There you go. So first you write down in your workings this ratio. It's a balance. 360 operating cycle indicator 360 days. 20 days is the answer. 20 days is the answer. Right. So you can take it to substitute. The next step you substitute all this. Average data you don't know, but credit sales you have found 2,16,000. Now what can you do? Mhm. So mathematical rules should be applied solving this equation. 360 average debtors equal divided by this one, multiply this 20. The next step, you go by these simple steps, then only you can understand. 20 into 2 lakhs and 16. 2 lakhs and 16 multiply by 20 days. 43 lakhs and 20,000. Now from that, so you can take average debtors. Average debtors is equal to what? 4320 thousand over 360. What is the thousand over 360? You can get it. Then which is equal to 12,000. So your answer is become average data 12,000. Your 12,000 is coming. So you can answer it that 12,000. Then the one more item is required cash. How much of cash? So you apply that knowledge there. These are the very shortcut method you would have applied. But I explain in the simple terms so that you can understand easily. Then if you get more practices, you can simply apply all these steps together. Yeah. So you take this. For this last. Cash is equal to this one. How can I get it? Current assets. You know knowledge the current asset. Current assets equal to inventory is first. Then second debtors. Debtors second. Then the balance would be the cash. These are the three main items coming there. So you can substitute current asset. You know that how much you have found as 2,70,000. Or current asset you have found already 1,08,000. 1,08,000 you have found. So equal to inventory you found as 54,000 plus the debtors you found as 12,000. But what is the remaining one? Cash. So when you are rearranging this one, you can get this. So 1,08,000 minus these things. So 42,000. become as a cash. So you can answer this question 42,000. Right. So by this way, you want to obtain answer for this kind of problem. So usually this kind of problem will be tested in MCQ quiz. So after making any calculation, any type of calculation, very the familiar with you, but you want to obtain the correct answer. Straight away correct answer is possible, but the working also you should provide. So, so you can rearrange the workings under every questions. Every question you can rearrange. Straight away you find the answer. Under workings, go for this. This is the first one. A. E. What is the second one? Capital B. No working is needed. Straight away you can find 6 line. Creditors. C. So this is for C. All workings for C. Then what else? Fixed assets. D. From this point, you saw workings for D. So this is one of the method, but whatever method you can use. After do some practices, you can do it. Inventory. E. Inventory. From this point. Then what else? EF. F. Debtors. F. From this point on. F. So whatever working you can follow, but you can indicate that it has been worked out under these things. So you calculate this one. Then finally, E, F, G. Cash. So the exercise 3. So the application of the yuan. Right. So with that, I'm going to conclude because I have other lectures to the year. So everyone pick up this answer in your exercise book by your own handwriting. So you don't have to copy down anything, but you want to work on the exercise. Then only you can face the examination. So with that, we can if you want, I can do some exercises. I have added some exercises on this financial analysis. So like this, so you can practice. But no answer is there, but you can practice. So this kind of question also you can practice. This is also coming under the examination questions. Very specific problem regarding these calculations. So all these type of questions are like the quiz, one word answer. But for these uh, other questions like this, you must have the good workings, support workings for your calculation, interpretation, etc. So for examination purpose, we can cover up that the MCQ question like this. So you want to get more practices on how to get the right answer. If you want, I can upload some exercise. You can do your exercise in your own. Okay, in the next meeting, I can meet you.